this be possible. Shout out to my replay gang, overseas gang, and my unsubscribed gang, streaking by the day. Shout out to the men that made this channel possible. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you guys. Shout out to my member. I will be having a follow-up on this, an extended on this. Hopefully posted tomorrow. If it's not a live stream, it will be a pre-record. I want to do a pre-record so I can really break it down and do some reaction videos. Like, I want to take some of these spiritual chicks videos and I want to do a reaction to them and break it down to you and show you, you know, why it is that I just broke away from the community. So I'm probably going to do that with the extended, and it could be a live stream, but more than likely I'll probably do a live stream. Okay, but it's going to be only for the member and my Patreon members. So, you know, catch the extended, but this is the preview to it. I'm not going to hold you guys too long. Listen, the reason why I left that spiritual community is because most of these women nowadays are witches, and most of these women, they cast spells on you with words. And the women in the spiritual community, they know what they're doing, and they do it intentionally, right? But they're not just casting spells with words against men that they don't like, or men that they find attractive that don't do what they want them to do, right? They cast word spells against pretty much anybody that they want to. They get online and just project. None of them are really tapped into anything. I mean, they do try to do spell work, but none of them are really there's very few of them that are, but most of them are just out here hustling, trying to get money. If you notice, we're always trying to do some kind of reading or free reading, not free reading, but charged readings, you know, on their live stream. So it's just, you know, a hustle. And I like being around fake people. And also, you know, modern women, they like to compete with you a lot, right? And again, this is the reason why I don't really have very many of them around me. But they like to compete with you and act like they're not competing with you, right? They'll have a whole secret competition going on with you and then act like they're not doing anything of the sort. Like, what are you talking about? Or they might say something like, what's wrong with a little friendly competition? Well, we're not playing sports. Men don't play sports against women. So there's no such thing as a friendly competition. Only a real competition, 222 on the timer that said that, only a real competition or a secret competition, right? And there's no reason for any women to be secretly competing with you. So what this does is it just causes you to be thinking about stuff you shouldn't think about. The problem is modern woman doesn't know how to take leadership from man anymore. So what they do is they study us and copy us and think that they're supposed to take the place of man, right? So they're trying to take the place of us while still trying to date us and beat us into submission and thinking that we need them, right? So why would we need them? Like, man has never needed women to build society or whatever, only to continue on their generations. Women have always needed man. They've always needed man to build society. And then for them to piggyback off of that and complain about the structure that they're living off of that allows them to complain about the structure. Right? So it makes absolutely no sense, but that's going down that whole spiral, right? The rabbit hole of trying to understand women. They don't understand each other. They get online or wherever they're going, and in that emotional moment, they react and they do stuff. And the most planning you're going to get out of them is them watching what you do and copying and mirroring every single thing you do. That's the most planning you're going to get out of them, while simultaneously telling us that they don't need man. It's annoying. And the reason why I left that spiritual community, I watched a bunch of women sit around building content, trying to bully me with words in their content, right? And there's some dudes doing it too, but they're operating in their feminine energy. I don't acknowledge any bitch ass dude, so let's not even go there. But these females would make this content, you know, going against, so they would watch my content religiously, right? And then make counter content where they're trying to think super hard about it. And it makes no sense. It's like, okay, well, why would I stay in a community with women that are not only watching and trying to make counter content? Dude, they were simultaneously upgrading all of their platform to look like mine. They were upgrading their mic system. They were upgrading, you know, their background. I mean, they were upgrading. I mean, I showed my son one lady, this one reader. You know, I got the three ladies smoking, you know what I'm saying, the blunt or whatever in the background. I showed my son this reader that was doing this. This chick had the exact same poster. I look, hey son, look, what is this? That's the poster, because I had two of them, right? I had one in his room, I got one in my living room. And he's like, that's the same posters that we got, or the same window curtain thing that we got. And I'm like, yeah. you know, and I made sure I got it because nobody, they will literally copy every single thing you do, and then try to overly critique the things that you do as if you're doing something wrong, while simultaneously trying to get a guy like you. Bruh, man, I mean, the mental gymnastics that these women do, man. Listen, I've come to the conclusion that modern woman is no good to any of us, and we shouldn't be trying to date any of them. I'm just going to be real. Now, if you're on your alpha, your lower vibrational self, and you want to run through them, don't worry. I'm going to go ahead and put out a couple of videos on Patreon and in my membership section on how to mess with their heads, like completely, like as far as they want to be an alpha chick and they think that they're running something. I'll show you how to flip the whole thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of dealing with them. If they're going to run their mouths out here and try to make it seem like they're running something, I'll make sure on my members only, I'm putting the information out to show you gentlemen how to go. If you're in your alpha, go ahead and run through them, Mike, because they're of no other use. They're always competing with you. They're always trying to tell you you're of no use while using the system that was put in place by men to protect them and help them, while telling us that all men are trash. It makes absolutely no sense. It's the most stupid, this is the most stupid error that has ever been. You know what I mean? As far as feminists and feminism goes, and the way that we're just going along with it and no one's doing nothing about it, right? But again, you know, it goes to the overall dynamic of what the elites are trying to get done. And again, like I said, you know, these women are pretty much the new slave master. And again, I mean, listen, you can take it however you want to take it, but that's the truth of the matter, okay? They don't have to do anything with us and come, you know what I'm saying, man directly, when they have women out here that take it upon themselves to study us and then find different ways to gaslight us in groups, right? Gang stalking to try to make us feel like we're less than we are. A woman can't stand for you to know your worth. I don't know what it is with them. Why would they care? If we aren't worth nothing, and this whole thing where they're going back and forth with us, if you don't care or want us, why are you consistently chasing us down and trying to force feed us your, you know, ideology and, you know what I'm saying, hoology, you know what I'm saying, hoenomics, all this different stuff that got going on. They try to force feed us, man. We don't want to deal with that stuff. We don't want to understand hoology. Like there is no understanding of it. That's why we gave it that classification of hoology. It's just a bunch of different ways that you justify your horrible life decisions. And then you try to come at us and try to make it seem like we've done nothing wrong to you. We're not your horrible baby daddies. We're not your horrible father that left and caused you trauma or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We're not your kids running the streets, getting locked up and whatnot. We're not your uncle that did anything to you. We're not none of these people. I don't understand why you feel like, or the society makes it okay for them to project everything onto us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need that. We're trying to progress over here. Most men I know are trying to build a network, and most women I see are just networking with other women, bashing men off the social construct that men built, you know what I'm saying, for them to have the lap of luxury to make most of their money online, which is completely the most lazy way to make money, and everybody knows it, right? But they're not out there like laying pipe down somewhere. They're not out there on those huge towers, you know, repairing satellites or anything of that nature. No, cush desk jobs, calling themselves boss this and that, and saying that all men are trash. Listen, like I said before, these boss chicks might want to go somewhere, build some infrastructure, you know, consolidate their money, build some infrastructure and show us how it's done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the tarot thing too, man. Those people, they're trash. And, you know, I'm not saying that every single one of them, but I mean, the ones that I ran into, I left the community, and you've noticed since I've left like 3 weeks ago or so, you've noticed like everything is excelled, because they don't do nothing but put negative energy onto you. They're not gonna never go nowhere, and a lot of them are just leftover women that are consistently upset with men, looking for a new victim or whatever to project all their traumas onto. If you notice, the ones that get online, they get on my nerves so much. They'll get online and start like their reads, and they'll be like, they'll seem so frustrated, like, oh, what is wrong with you? No one's making you do this. It gets on my nerves so much. They get so like dramatic with it. That's how you know it's fake. They're so dramatic with it, and I gotta cleanse my energy real quick. All these energies, I can't control yourself, person. You know what I'm saying? You don't seem professional at all. Why would anybody go and listen to you babble? You know what I'm saying? So like it's so much fakeness to it. And then they always seem like they're trying to come off like they know everything, and they're always trying to give someone advice while copying everything I do. Copying my hand gestures, copying my eye contact, going from faceless reader to showing their face, copying my lighting setup in the background, copying my microphone setup, copying every single thing I do, while simultaneously telling me I need to do work. Where does that work at? I don't understand. You can't make it make sense. So you're trying to tell me that my eyes aren't seeing what they see? That you're not copying everything I'm doing while your words are telling me what I need to do? That makes no sense. Lady, go sit your goofy ass down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, pretty girl, you know what I'm talking about. You know, just a bunch of goofy nonsense, right? From nonsensical women that are on here, and they love to project. Then they'll say things like, it's all about energy. It's about the energy. It's only energy. Don't shoot the messenger. What does that sound like to you? It sounds like a bunch of women that don't want to be held accountable for the words that they say. They don't want to be held accountable for the words. Don't shoot the messenger. Where in the world are you not held accountable for the words that come out of your mouth? Even preachers are held accountable for the words. Where in the world? Where in this realm are you not held accountable for your words? Only in the spiritual realm where readers can say whatever. I'm channeling these spirits. What spirits are you channeling? Not the spirit of God, not what you talking about. Not the spirit of God. No, you're not. You channeling some demon spirits because you get on here and you start running off. Let me tell you something. When these readers repeat stuff like, yeah, someone's gonna have bad health. Someone's gonna have bad health. They're conditioning your mind to subconsciously take that in. It's so low vibrational and trashy. It makes me so mad every time I see it. And they think they're slick about it, right? Yeah, somebody's gonna shut your goofy ass up. Ain't nobody gonna have no bad health but you. Shut your dumb ass up. Trying to condition people to listen to this BS that you've made up in your silly goofball mind off your horrible reality you lived in based off bad decisions and bad relationships and bad parenting. Nah, we ain't listening to it no more. Y'all don't get on here and project your trauma on a bunch of women that need healing or whatever that your subscribers are. And you project it onto them and you just don't do nothing but perpetuate that cycle, and they run through cycles over and over and over, and they can't never get out of it because every time they turn around, the reader's like, I know you don't want to hear this, but your ex, shut your dumb ass up. They're not no ex at this point. They are a single person living their single individual life. Man, these readers are messed up in the head, man. They're in a mental prison and can't get out of it and trying to trap everybody in them. Crabs in a barrel, man. Crabs in a barrel. You know what I mean? Get online and run that mouth. Listen to what they say. And then they'll be like, it's just energy. It's just masculine energy. But then they'll be like, he. Well, hold up now. Hold up now. If it's just energy, why are you not saying he, she, they? Why is it he? Why is it he? Why is it he? Oh, because you're projecting trauma from your past relationships, or maybe you're putting yourself in a proxy relationship with some guy that don't even know your goofy ass. And because he's not moving the way you want to, you get to make up these fake scenarios in your head and project them outwardly and say this from divine. No, it's not, goofball. It's from your goofy, crazy ass mind. Okay? All right? And no one's falling for it anymore. Okay? All right? Y'all a bunch of cornballs. I'm making a whole trilogy on the incel. And guess what? Readers are the #1 female incel. You get to sit back and watch everybody like a monitoring spirit. Then you get to get online and project anything that any dude does wrong to you. And you got a bunch of women to back you up. You're the ultimate incel. Then you go and take staged pictures. If you're out having a good time, who in the hell got time to take pictures? Who do you think you're fooling? Oh, you fooling some of these green behind the... Now listen, we ain't wet behind the ears over here. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Don't let the baby face fool you. 39, baby, I done been everywhere. I done seen it all. You ain't fooling nobody. Y'all got a bunch of trauma. You ain't cute about it either, man. You copy everything. Man, I'd be outside in the sun. I'd be glowing. It became a thing in the spiritual community. Your skin's got to glow. Y'all don't think I can't tell when y'all are taking everything from... I can see it. Oh, you know, the 369 method. Wasn't nobody talking about that till I brought it up one time in my lives, and and that's why I don't talk about it no more, because hey, listen, the game's to be sold, not to be told. I'm done giving it away for free. You females out here, y'all show no respect. Y'all trying to sit here and completely eliminate the man while copying everything he does. Look at what these chicks done become. Now they're alpha females. What? Now they teaching women how to give game. They're teaching game to women how to play dudes like tricks. What? Wasn't that what alpha dudes were doing? What's going on here? Now you have women online being dating coaches, doing what Kevin Samuels did. The same women that were bashing him when he was out. Kendra G and all these other ones. What's going on here? Oh, they're replacing us. Oh, that's what they're doing. They can see the money in what we're doing, and they see how loyal men are, and they're trying to market in on it. Man, I'm so tired of it, man. I'm so tired of it. All most of you chicks care about online is money. That, you know what I'm saying? And it shows in the real world how you only care about money too, because the guys you go after, some of these dudes be looking like I don't know what, and treat women like, you know what I'm saying, they shouldn't be, but you still be around them because they have a certain amount of money and clout. So you showing dudes what we need to be worried about. All this stuff that you be talking about online about a good guy, well, I'll bring up Papoose. I'll bring up Jeezy, right? You don't want a good guy. You don't even want you don't even want a bad boy that's a good guy at heart. You don't want none of that, man. Now you want a future. You want us to dog you out. I have a bunch of you. Because again, most women only be with men to compete with other women. So, you know, you got a guy that every woman wants, and he done had a couple of your friends or a couple of some women that you know, but you got him in the moment. How that makes you feel good, right? Listen, man, we already know the codes to the game, and I don't want to hear anything otherwise. Don't tell me shit about shit. We see it. Y'all are telling us, y'all putting up the gems online. Y'all just giving up the game. Then you get upset, and you get on TikTok, and you start posting up all these thirst trap, you know, videos and man-hating videos, and it's like, well, check, and check. Bunch of trauma, unhealed. We're not dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to hey, look, there it is. You know what I mean? Boy, they be leftovers and they be over here. I'm an alpha. An alpha of what? An alpha of what? You know, an alpha receptacle? Because I guess you got beta receptacles and C level receptacles. You're an alpha level receptacle, right? What are you doing? You're out here giving your body to a bunch, and a lot of them be down low bisexual. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man, if a woman tells you straight up that she's bisexual, run for the hills. You cannot compete with a woman, period. They're always gonna get some crunch and munch on the side. That's always gonna happen. Any friend they have, they could be out having a good time and they go in the bathroom and you know what I'm saying, be eating ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She be eating her ass and then she be eating her ass. You know what I'm saying? You can't win against that kind of stuff. They got the game sold up. And we sitting here like, the whole game that they got set up, the whole matrix is based off men. It's either through OF, IG, you know what I'm saying? Them, you know, having us, you know, watching them, you know, with the thirst traps. It's all based off us. If we stop feeding into it and giving them money, you know what I'm saying, then they would have no economic value to be bragging about. They'd be the few that have degrees or whatever that are doing it the right kind of way. Most of them are getting that easy money, you know, thirst trapping and whatnot online. Come on, y'all. They be talking junk to us because they know that they can't look themselves in the mirror because their money ain't good money. But then they'll talk, you know what I'm saying, junk about a hard working blue collar man that's doing it the right kind of way. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You get on here and you have your cheeks, you know what I'm saying, out, you know what I mean, looking all good. You have your, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, all sitting up, looking like some nice cheeks, and be all oiled up and stuff. You know what I mean? Some of them have the audacity to be having the fat cat out, you know what I'm saying? You can see it through the You know what I'm saying? The tights or whatever, you know what I mean? Having us over here salivating and everything. They know what they be doing, man. And they be doing that. And, you know, that's why I say semen retention, man, and get away from it, y'all. It's at 20 minutes. I don't want to hold y'all any longer. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know, like the video, share the video, and subscribe. You know, I appreciate everybody that dropped by, you know, D-Man and Pretty Girl, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, make sure y'all subscribe. You know, I got some member content coming tomorrow to follow up with this video with an extended, you know what I'm saying? Because I really want to go and deep dive into how these incel chicks are, man. Like, look, we copy everything we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I be in a community full of chicks trying to give me advice that I didn't ask for and I don't want, while simultaneously making bad decisions and still hooking up with Pookies and Chads and Tyrones and stuff, while simultaneously copying my entire setup, man. My lighting setup, my mic setup, I'm not listening to nothing out of your mouth. You are full of shit. I'm not listening to nothing out of your mouth. You're crazy. You're crazy. Would you listen to someone copying everything you do while trying to bash you? Don't you have common sense? It's called a hater, and that's what they do. That's called a hater hating. Oh, everything you're doing is wrong, and we got something to say, but I'm going to go ahead and copy this and that and the third. I mean, that's pretty dope what you're doing right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Get up out of here, you goofy ass cornballs. You think because you got a pretty face that means something to men like me? Fool, I got a pretty face, and that's something else. These women compete with me they're trying to compare my handsomeness to their beauty. They compare my face to their face. They will do stuff like that. They're competing with women. You know they're going to compete with you. There is no barrier with this modern woman feminist. There's no barrier line no more. See, you think of it like that, like we don't look at women and compete with them. No. They're competing with you. They're competing with you on some low vibrational, trashy type of way, but they're definitely competing with you. Once I accepted that, I look at them, oh, okay, so you're competing with me like the dudes. Well, you're a bunch of bums. You're a bunch of bums competing with me. I don't have no love for you, you know what I'm saying, you're competing with me. I ain't got no love for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you look like. You know what I'm saying? You're just you know, you're an incel, you're a pretty, you know, competitor. That's about all that you are. You ain't got no heart about you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about nothing really. You just, you know, coming after somebody that you see got the real going on. And they try to take from me and they rebrand it. Like they sit there and they watch me, study me, then they go back to their goofy ass tarot channels and put a female's name on it and be like, yeah, you're a woman and you're doing this, that, and the third. Most of you women can barely get by being a single mother. How are you gonna start over from scratch and be demanding authority? Shut your goofy asses up, man. Y'all aren't fooling nobody. Shut up, man. Y'all don't do nothing but, that's why you can't get a man. You think we're dumb and we can't see it. We can see it. We're avoiding the drama. That's why you can't get us. Why would I want to get a woman that's competing with me every chance she can while simultaneously critiquing me on some level that she couldn't do herself or her friends or her family? Go on somewhere with that stupid ass shit, y'all. I'm serious, man. Dudes, we're just done with it, man. So just keep watching us and competing with us. Keep watching us and upgrading your raggedy ass setups to whatever you see us do. It doesn't really matter, because if you're not married, you're going to stay single and you're going to age out. And then I'm going to get the last laugh. When you age out, I'm going to get the last laugh. Competing with men, thinking you're going to get a man. No one's even going to, you're not even going to get a cleanup guy. You're too competitive. You're not even going to get a cleanup guy, okay? Your GMO masculinity ain't going to work no more. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, like, share, and subscribe. Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's go.